Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how I made the Shieldbearers for my Dwarf King.
Scruffy Crow.
Okay, so we're going to start by getting all my tools laid out. I'll tell you what I've got here. I've got some super glue if I need it. We've got some plastic glue. We've got my King miniature that I'd already based, but you'll pop off that. 2 of my E4M Spearmen. A spare base removed from one of these Technolog Dwarves. And this is a mould I made using 2 of these that I've already used, and I've created moulds of 2 more arms, and they've come out quite nicely. So 2 spare arms, and we're going to start by chopping everything up, clean all the mould lines and everything. So to put this project on, I'm going to be using this strip of movement tray, modular movement tray, just the same as I did when I first based my Dwarf. That's what he's on, but I'm going to keep it this long. So that's a strip of 3 squares. Take the corners off like we did before. So the reason why I'm doing it on 3 is because if I just did it on 2, which it would fit on, I think, and when the unit was ranked 5 wide, the King would no longer be in the middle, so he needs to be in the middle. So it's going to look something like that. That'd be the full frontage of the unit. Okay, so this guy, here's, I'm trying to think the best way of doing this. We're going to be putting these arms on sort of back to front. I think it's the best way to get them even and neat. So I'm going to have to remove his entire arm, probably at the shoulder here, just chopping that away, and his hand off the front. So this one model is going to be a lot more involved than usual, because I'm going to have to do a lot of re-sculpting to smarten all this back up. Alright, this is my green stuff moulded one. So let's start by smartening this up. We're not going to need the spear parts. Basically I'm just going to keep trimming away until I get this to look even, so he's holding both his arms in about the same position. Okay, so that's one. Same sort of thing on this side. We're going to very carefully remove his spear, and we're going to have to tack off his entire elbow again. And then we've got a second moulded part, and that's kind of what we're going for. So we've got 2 guys with both their arms up. Okay, so one of the steps we need to do at the moment is we need to make a new spear for this guy. So I'm going to make a full length spear. So we're going to model it off this one. Obviously we've got the spear tip that we've removed, and we're going to put that on this end. I've used this nice wide drill bit to just drill a little cup in the end of the spear tip, not very deep. Put a little dab of glue in there, and that will stay on the end of this spear just as well as we need. And there we have created another little spear. It's a little bit too long at the moment, but we can shorten that down as we're putting it on the model. Okay, so this hand is going to go on here, and currently obviously it's back to front. I'm not going to let that bother me at this stage. I'm going to drill through it and cause it to have a little action man grip like I normally do. And we're going to stick the new wooden spear in, and then once it's all dried, it's all one piece, I'll then carve away some of this hand on the back and add to the thumb on the front. Basically swap his little mitten grip back the other direction so it looks right. A lot of this is going to be done on the final model when it's all put together, just so I can make one big unified piece. Okay, there's my 2 Shieldbearer Dwarves stuck at the Y bit of the YMCA. Alright, I'm going to try and get this all glued together. and so I can work on it as a whole. We're going to start by making a bit of the base. Alright, nice long strip of cork on the base to match all the rest of my heroes, so they're not lower than any other officers that I have. We're going to drill pins into the feet. I'm also going to pin these into the shoulders, I think. So I'm going to do, I don't want them that far apart. So I'm going to run a pin in, kind of where their straps over their shoulders are. Okay, this guy's all in one piece now. And because I'm using this nice flexible florist toy that I get from Hobbycraft, I've still got a bit of time to sort of just bend everything exactly to the pose I need. I've put a little pin on the king, so he can go in there. This is a little trial shield, so I can see what it'll look like together. And yeah, I'm just making sure that everything is exactly how I'd want it to look. And yeah, pretty happy with that. Make sure everything is exactly right before the glue sets. So now it's just a case of clearing everything up, sorting out the weird arms, filling all the gaps, and I think these guys are going to look great. So I'll get onto that now. So today I spent some time doing some green stuff work on these guys. I've green stuffed them some thumbs on that side, and some hands, gloved hands over there. I fixed this hand, green stuffed that in, tried to make the shoulders match. I like this all, could do a bit of a clean up with a file, just to make it all nice and neat. Take some of that green stuff shine off it. I also put a little bit of fill on the top there, so that's perfectly smooth now. And clean up the models and tidied up their feet. So, apart from a little bit of clean up here and there, I think these guys are ready for some paint. These are still removable, so I'll paint these separate, and then I'll put these on when I do the rest of the spearmen. So not only do all the rest of my spearmen have these same shields, but it also covers up any sloppy green stuff work on the back here, so you don't notice it so much, because you'll have the nice logoed shield on the backs, which I think will look pretty cool. I think I am actually going to paint this all in one piece, so now is the time I'm going to choose to glue the big man on. Dab of glue on each foot. So I'm going to probably put a very thin sausage of green stuff around each of his feet, just so they conform to the shape of the shield a little bit better. But it'll also give the model even a little bit more stability, so that glue doesn't ever break apart. And here he is, all painted up and based to match him with the rest of my spears. And here's the rest of my spear unit. So in Oathmark, a hero will take the place of an officer. If for any reason the king dies individually, I do have spare spearmen to put in his place. And this guy will be used as my officer if there's any reason why I don't want the king in here. Smaller point games, for instance. So this is what the whole unit looks like all together, and I am pretty happy the way they've come out, and I think he looks really good as their leader. And that's all for this video. Please let me know what you thought down in the comments, maybe subscribe for more, and as ever, thanks for watching. Bye!